Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Libra. Ooh, we got two cards coming out for you. So I do see there's an energy of trust, and it could have to do with finance and career, money. Financial issues could be a factor in your love life. Libra. Yeah, let your friends help you. So someone may be talking to some friends here, but it's often an energy of someone having trust issues to do with money. The situation calls to have faith. It's about giving a relationship a chance. So I feel like if somebody has trust issues, maybe, they're worried about money or finances, whatever it may be. And I'm not sure about the friends. We'll see what happens here. Give your relationship a chance, Libra. Yeah, see, it's an energy of someone needing to make the effort. I do think someone's making effort. Great worth is worth taking the necessary steps. So someone's thinking of giving this situation a chance here. Yeah, see, getting to know each other. This is two people getting to know each other. It's about trust, and it could be somebody maybe having financial issues. Maybe there's money problems or just trust to do with that. Tell me about the trust. It's calling for trust. Yeah, this is something worth fighting for. So someone's a little guarded, defensive. It's not sure quite what to believe, but it is something worth fighting for. Somebody is making effort here. Yeah, so I do see Three of Cups. See people talking to friends and family. Maybe something social, but someone's talking to someone about this. But I do think there is some kind of good news here. Yeah, someone here is laying a foundation. See, it's about laying the foundation. So this is actually positive, because some other readings I've done, I've had people not following through, not making effort. Somebody is actually making effort. See, they're laying the foundation. It's about two people just needing to spend time to get to know each other. It's about revealing your innermost selves. Yeah, this is something worth fighting for here. But someone needs to let their guard down. See, it's about trust. So, yeah, because definitely there's someone talking to friends, family, hearing some kind of good news or some sort of support. Somebody may be getting a little help or needing a little support, but it has to do with someone laying the foundation. Yeah, Two of Wands, giving it a chance, charting the course. So this is about two people coming together. Just like I say, it's crossroads energy. Someone could be at a crossroads. Maybe they've just come apart from someone. Yeah, we do have a King of Coins here. So this has to do with someone who could be ruled by materialism, but it's often an energy of someone who's really working really hard. Okay, they're trying to become financially stable. I mean, somebody here may be financially stable and has trust issues. But it's all about putting in effort. I mean, it's all about someone putting in effort. I wouldn't be surprised someone's having money issues. So I don't know if there's people talking or gossiping, but someone wants to lay the foundation. They want to get something going, and it is an energy of a little apprehensive, just looking at the situation very carefully here. But it is about coming together. See, someone's charting the course. So it's somebody here just kind of focused on money. I don't really feel, to me it looks like somebody who needs to make effort. They're working really hard. But yeah, it's somebody really focused on their finances here. Yeah, so I do see someone manifesting. So this is pre-manifesting. This is a person with skills. They definitely have a lot of skills. Yeah, this is something that could happen in the next few weeks. So someone's manifesting money. They have a lot of skills. They're very capable. So this is what's going on. It's two people manifesting this. So it's all this someone's planning, preparing. See, this is somebody who generally wants to be a provider, but maybe feels they can't provide. And they are working, like they're charting the course. It is about someone leveling up financially too. I do see leveling up. So this is definitely someone who's doing that, I feel. Working really hard. So let's have a look. I'm going to grab another deck. What's going on with the Three of Cups? It's here twice, yeah. This is about dating, courting, someone asking someone out. It's someone following their heart. But it's someone here, like I say, being a little guarded, defensive here, not quite sure what to believe. And it could be someone, someone here maybe being a little fickle. But it is someone who I do think is going to follow their heart. Yeah, this is someone really working hard. They want to lay the foundation. It could be someone starting a new job, leveling up, but there is an energy of finances, big time. This person's so focused. Let's have a look at laying the foundation. I mean, it could be somebody who's so focused on their money they have a hard time trusting someone who maybe doesn't have a lot. I mean, there's probably things that still need to be learned here. Yeah, so someone working, laying the foundation. Work, work, rinse and repeat. Yeah, see, this is an energy of someone talking to friends. It's about not repeating mistakes of the past. Someone may have gone into a situation with someone, you know. It's about not the same thing not happening. So someone is definitely laying the foundation, breaking free. And someone's doing a lot of thinking here. Yeah, they're kind of trapped in their head, rinse and repeat. Yeah, this is someone feeling insecure because they're not stable. The other person might think, you know, not trusting. But I'm going to tell you all isn't what it seems, because I do think this is somebody literally wanting to be a provider. Could be someone who's provided in the past, I mean, falling on hard times, but they are manifesting and they're preparing, so pre-manifesting. See, somebody's preparing themselves. And it is an energy of someone feeling a little insecure. They feel somebody's up to something. They're looking at the situation. It's someone who's been taken advantage of, been played before. So they don't want this to happen again. But it is insecurity. Yeah, somebody is feeling really insecure. Tell me about this. We got someone. See, it's a person who's determined to succeed, strong mind, strong will, but it's someone who's putting on the brakes. Someone may have been taken advantage of by someone. And like I say, if somebody's just thinking, I do see working, rinse and repeat. They're determined to win. Someone who's determined to win. They're not going to give up with this energy. They want to win. Yeah, but there is insecurity. Yeah, and if you feel someone is, like I say, all isn't what it seems, because it is, someone may have put on the brakes in the past at some point here. But, I mean, with that energy, I mean, it's someone taking another look, because all isn't what it seems. See, this is somebody here definitely learning, but this person is determined to succeed. They're determined to win. They're using all their willpower to win. So it's definitely someone really in their feelings, following their heart. Let's have a look at charting the course. Yeah, so someone feeling the love here. I see kindness, compassion, caring. See, somebody, it's about giving someone a chance. Because someone is, I mean, it is a person who is, I mean, the opposite end of this card is somebody who's the ultimate provider. But see, someone's making effort. Now, some of you maybe had someone who never made any effort. They were sneaky and up to something and putting on the brakes. There's a Cancer energy here as well. But this to me looks like someone who's working. They're determined to succeed. They want to win. Strong mind, strong will. They're taking control of this situation. Someone's trying to control their emotions, but you can see they're in their feels. Now, it could be this person, see, like unable to provide, you know, but there's this, I mean, I think it's saying, if you're the viewer, to give this relationship a chance. It's very nurturing, caring, kind. This is somebody who generally pulls their weight. So, because it is somebody making effort. See, great love is worth taking the steps. So this person's determined to win. And I do feel there's probably people talking about this. Someone who's been taken advantage of before. So, like I say, someone's feeling a little skeptical or suspicious. They're not sure what to believe, but it's coming up with the worth fighting for. So it's about letting the guard down, letting someone in. It is that emotional energy too. It's about connecting emotionally. Yeah, we got a person very curious. See, someone learning, shining a light. Someone might feel someone's not telling them everything, but it is an energy of curiosity and shining a light on a situation. Yeah, someone may not be telling someone how much they're struggling here. But yeah, they are going to win. They're pre-manifesting. They're preparing. This is someone getting themselves ready. See, it's about two people getting to know each other. You're manifesting this. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have someone who's single. So it could be somebody who only has enough for themselves. They don't have enough to provide, but they are determined to win. Someone may have been felt insecure and maybe put on the brakes because they felt they couldn't provide. They felt insecure. They've gone off to lick their wounds. But, you know, I do see this as somebody really putting in effort. And I do see this something happening, making progress in a week or two. Timing is different for everyone, but yeah, it's someone I feel probably only has enough for themselves. See, it's a single person. So you're getting to know each other, spending time together. So energy is someone, like I say, having to look out for themselves here. So if you're in that energy, maybe just kind of looking out yourself, not so sure about this person. I feel there's been a date or courting energy. Yeah, this is someone who's determined to win. This is a whole new cycle. So I do see people maybe meeting through other people. I don't know if people are talking about this person, their life, things that they know or not. But just be careful of somebody who maybe doesn't tell you, they don't know the whole story. Okay, because this is somebody wearing their heart on their sleeve. They're emotionally mature. This is a person who, you know, it's not only are they emotionally mature, I do think this is somebody who makes themselves available. They're kind, compassionate, and caring. Yeah, it could be somebody giving you, you know, feeling the love here. It's worth fighting for. It could go either way. Tell me about the single person. Yeah, this is somebody focused on their money. See, they probably only have enough for themselves, but they're working. And I do see planning, preparing ahead. So somebody here's definitely got some kind of plans here. Yeah, I do see someone possibly leveling up. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, but it's someone here is clearing the path. See, they're very focused. They're looking at the situation, every little detail. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Yeah, there's someone curious talking to people. See, they're talking to people. There is good news. I feel there's this people saying good things about this person. Somebody who may have provided for another relationship, whatever the situation, but there's good news. Lot of talking to people. See, going on a date, meeting through friends, family, something social. Someone just getting out there dating. But this is somebody who maybe put on the brakes because they felt they just weren't ready. They weren't prepared. So now someone's preparing. And it is emotionally too. Yeah. See, it all has to do with a strong financial foundation, a house, a home. Yeah. See, there's definitely good news. So someone maybe preparing a little get-together gathering. I mean, take that as it resonates, but pre-manifesting means someone's preparing, see, to make sure they have everything they need. Something to do with their house, their home. As someone who lives alone, so they're, you know, maybe buying things for their home, working on home, making it comfortable, trying to, you know, definitely trying to impress someone. So it could be somebody's first impressions, you know, but I feel there's good news, people saying good things, and it has to do with someone. I do see a victory, and I also see somebody breaking free from another situation too. So, but it is somebody's pride maybe getting in the way, kind of being a little humbled. I don't know if somebody was feeling the other person was up to something. I mean, there could be people talking, gossiping, and they put on the brakes, but it is definitely a whole new cycle. See, this come after somebody with a more abundance than one thinks. Yeah, I feel like it's just somebody who's been played before. So, but it's someone definitely taking another look. They're really feeling the love here. Like, yeah, you can see the tables are turning. And I do think all isn't what it seems. It's just somebody who's guarded, defensive, because I feel they've been played before. Someone who doesn't want that to happen again. You know, the rinse and repeat, but someone's definitely working. See, they're manifesting. They're preparing for victory. Yeah, we have a person who was kind of stuck, protecting themselves, their money. See, not budging and giving in. So if you have dealt with somebody who is like that, definitely some of you could be putting on the brakes. You could have another person coming in, because I see the Two of Wands. So there's definitely change. Yeah, so just make sure if somebody who is, like I say, anyone tries to manipulate because they're so maybe selfish or greedy, they don't want to share anything, you could be moving on from that, or they are. But yeah, pretty interesting. But it's saying to pay attention to the signs and the signals. Okay, so it's getting to know each other. Could be a few red flags, but I feel it's somebody here wanting to impress someone, and they're determined to succeed. I also see somebody reaching some goals, very goal oriented. They're succeeding. They're dressing for success. They take pride in their house, their home. See, this is somebody really wanting to make things right or go about things right. Yeah, we have a person leveling up, Emperor energy. But I kind of feel the Emperor's in this energy. I do see some Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But they are energies, but it is about stability. I mean, this could be somebody who kind of acts like they don't have money. Often you'll get someone who acts like they don't because they've been taken advantage of before. But if you've dealt with somebody who's greedy and selfish, they're so ruled by their money they don't want to share anything. Okay? But I think it's this Emperor energy looking at this. There's good news. See, the tables are turning. There's growth, abundance, prosperity. I think it's a person who went off to lick the wounds. They feel they couldn't feel they could provide. And now they're coming in with the Emperor because they've been working and determined to win. Oh yeah, this is somebody who wants to win your heart too. So I do see making progress 1 or 2 weeks. Now that could be this person leveling up job-wise, or just, like I say, somebody moving on and coming around here. But there's a beautiful change coming. Tell me about the Emperor. What is this person's intentions? Yeah, this is someone leaving someone away. Or walking away. Someone's walking away from somebody because they're looking at this past, something that happened that may have changed them forever. Yeah, I think it's somebody who was deceived by someone. And I do think this is someone protecting everything they've worked for. I do see this walking away. So someone's moving on and walking away from a situation. But it's also where this person's going. So what does this person want? Yeah, they want to see somebody here wasn't giving. Yeah, see, I feel like some of you have dealt with this. But I think this is someone who walked away from a situation like this. They may be doing this very quickly here. But it is an energy of somebody moving forward because it is, where's that, someone here is not feeling emotionally fulfilled. But this is emotional fulfillment. It's about change. This is someone leaving something behind. Yeah, someone's not giving. If somebody's looking for reconciliation or reunion, or they try to come back and this person's not giving it to them. What does this Emperor want? What does this Emperor want? Let's see. I really want to look at that because you can see they're looking at this. Something changed this person forever, but I do think they've been humbled. Someone's pride got in the way. They maybe felt someone was chasing them for money. Manipulating, playing games. They've been played. See, they're wise. I see what's happening. So this is someone who walked away from someone. Yeah. And it could be maybe you've walked away from this person because they were sketchy, or, maybe there was accusations. I don't know. But I definitely feel it's a person who just is determined to succeed. Yeah, they've moved on from something here. Definite. Oh, we got the Queen of Swords. See, speaking truth. See, you're speaking truth. There's something being learned. Someone's talking to people, learning something. You can see someone's talking to people and they're hearing good news. So now they're putting on the brakes and taking a look at this like, wait a minute. Speaking truth, being learned. Some of you could be cutting someone out. You could be cutting someone else out. It could go either way here. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. What's the Queen of Swords want here? Yeah, justice and harmony. See, somebody maybe wasn't being fair. There may have been a judgment, or maybe you're judging this person wrong. Take it as it is, but it's about harmony between two people. Wow. See, justice. I think somebody didn't come in right, or they weren't being fair. Because I feel you're speaking truth. Yeah, I see this manifesting, pre-manifesting. Some of you, it's yourself. You've been manipulated before. You've learning the hard way here, right? See, I feel some of you, it's yourself moving on. Or something that's happened some time ago. It could be a year ago, 10 years ago, who knows. Often when people, because this is someone who's been hurt, Queen of Swords, swords up, protecting what's yours. Someone may have judged you unfairly. But you could be cutting someone out because of this. They don't want to provide. They're greedy. They're selfish. Yeah. But someone's being humbled because someone's speaking truth. They're being humbled. And that's what I feel. So somebody finding something out. It's actually good news. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Yeah, see, it's all about stability, partnering up. See, this is somebody who didn't make a lot of effort because they felt somebody was chasing them for their money, trying to manipulate because they've been manipulated before. I feel both of you, to be honest. I do. Oh my gosh, it's so sad when that happens. But like I say, it's somebody who feels something sketchy, sneaky is going on. But you know what's happening? All isn't what it seems. There's truth. There's good news. This is someone talking to people. See, they're seeing that someone's stable. See, it's all about, and I feel this is somebody who acted like they didn't have money because of it. But it could be too, where they, seeing that you're successful, you're doing well, and now they're humbled because maybe you're making more money. So there's something about the tables turning, which tells me this is an energy of ultimate provider. Someone here needs to make the effort. They did it. And I do feel it's because this sketchy, sneaky energy. I do think some of you have been thinking about this too. You've been thinking a lot about this. And I do feel it's still manifesting. It hasn't quite come to fruition, but it's going to. Yeah. So it's I feel like it's like you're mirroring and manifesting. It's like both feeling the same maybe about the other person, but I feel someone has everything they need. There's desire to manifest this. See, it's all about confidence, kindness, compassion. Someone's going to come in humble. Somebody's about to come in humble and ask for forgiveness here. But it is someone who's been played. It's something that changed them forever too. But you see this change, positive change, they're going to put in a lot more effort. So I feel this is something really interesting. Yeah, they're definitely putting in effort. But it's both people working, putting in effort. See, this is where the tables turn. And I like this because someone is now finding out some kind of truth. Maybe you were speaking truth all along, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised some of you have cut somebody out. May have been accusation. Something wasn't fair. So something's about to be made right. Someone needs to come in right. Somebody's expecting an apology here. I do see kindness, compassion, forgiveness. I do feel it has to do with somebody who had a little bit of lack of confidence because of something that happened. So it's a person not only protecting their money, they're also protecting their heart. You see? Because I feel like you're not budging or giving in. I don't think you're going to give in to this person until there's an apology. But I feel it's more about this person protecting themselves. And I also feel that somebody here isn't... Some of you have dealt with a person here who I feel focused so much on money, they didn't pay attention to anything else. Because I do see it's all about finance and career. So, but yeah, I definitely see protection. I think somebody was projecting what happened to someone else. Maybe they had just ended a situation. But yeah, it's about trust. This is something worth fighting for. You can see they're coming in. I think there's someone being humbled because they're learning truth. Or someone's telling them truth. And I think it's yourself, but it could be another person. I do see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. Yeah. See, this is someone who acted like they didn't have any money. Or they think the other person doesn't and they're only interested because of the money. So there was a lot of negative thinking. See, someone thinking very negative things, maybe acting like they don't have money because they've been hurt and taken advantage of. I feel both of you have been through this before, but at least some of you. Let's have a look at them making progress. Yeah, see, two people learning. See, it's about truth, integrity, learning the truth. See, it's about... Someone's been humbled here, big time, because they kind of accusing someone they weren't being fair. See, being judgmental. See, and they didn't put a lot of effort in. Now they want to build. This person's coming towards you. They've been learning and talking to people. I feel there's been progress through this here where they're finding things out. I definitely feel like they work a lot. I do think it's an energy of being able to actually provide. It's not like this person's afraid to provide for someone because I feel they've done it before. It's just about being used, someone being sneaky. See, it's just energy of being skeptical. I think both of you have been through this. See, it's something that changes you forever. But look at this person. Oh, they're all in their feels, feeling humble. You know, they've taken a pause. They're looking at this from a different perspective. Aw. See, they're seeing the light, right? There's clarity. See, it's about clearing something up. Yeah. So somebody you might have come across as a little cold. I definitely feel this is somebody humbled. And I actually feel, too, it's somebody here, you know, and it could be someone's first impressions of someone or a situation. This is two people who've both been hurt. Their swords are up. But it is kindness, compassion, forgiveness. This is someone coming in asking for forgiveness. I feel some of you will already maybe forgive this, because I do feel once this all comes out into the open, yeah, see the enlightenment. Aha. See, finding out what's going on here. There's clarity. Yeah, definitely there's, you know, somebody's swords up. See, it's often someone feeling kind of hurt. Yeah. It's funny, I see that. It's interesting because I see this scenario in lots of readings, but it's funny how it's showing up in yours. So I do feel, you know, it's all about judging. And it's all about speaking truth. It's integrity. Yeah, we have the main female. This person sees you as the main female, the main person. If there are other people around, see, someone's played games with someone and been sneaky. So someone not going to let this happen again. So it has to do with someone who wanted to lay the foundation, but they were hesitant. The main female, yeah, this person sees you as somebody pretty special. Look at that. You're going to come together with this person. This person, there could be another person here. I wouldn't be surprised. It is the player energy. So let's have a look here. Let me pull out. Yeah, we got a mature man here. Somebody mature. They are stable. I do feel the end. So it is an energy of maturity. Some of you may have left someone behind who's immature. I mean, it could be that someone who just doesn't put in effort. You may have dealt with somebody who literally was selfish and greedy. And you may have spoke up and they've gone up to lick their wounds. But I'm definitely seeing the possibility of two. Yeah, there's a wealthy. Someone mature, someone wealthy. Yeah. Interesting. And it does have to do with someone learning about someone's occupation. Yeah. Interesting. See what somebody does for work, that they actually work. Yeah, there's things being learned here. Oh, I see a gift. Someone's coming in with a gift. A peace offering. See, this is an energy of something, often romance, but it's sometimes a date. And I do see someone was a bit sketchy. Maybe acted like they weren't interested. They wanted it, though. I mean, they really wanted this, but it is something worth fighting for. I feel like someone's not too happy with themselves because it's like the one that got away energy. Yeah, but I do see a little gift. I do feel, I mean, it is about a feminine energy working. It's all about the feminine energy working. Yeah, there's going to be a courtship. Oh, I didn't see that. I kind of felt like someone's giving you something. They're going to give you something. Yeah, this could be something generous, but it is an emperor energy, and they are looking at all this. They're looking at everything, seeing things from a whole different perspective. This is someone who's been checking someone out, maybe watching you work or what you do for work. They're learning things. But I do see the gift in courtship. So they want to court. They want to date you. They want to put in effort. So what I really feel is if there is anybody else around here, if they were involved with someone else, that's likely what's being left behind. Yeah. This is someone who's been played. And I feel both of you have. I just get that vibe because when the King and Queen of Swords are there, that's that guarded energy, the swords up, see, protecting what's yours. But it's about truth. You're both learning truths. See, it's all about being patient. It's about why somebody's interested. The Ace of Swords is why. Why is this person interested in me? And they want to, now they're curious. They want to know everything, what you do for work, everything. See, they've learned some things. So now this person's super interested, but I feel like if you're that feminine watching, you're going to be skeptical. Okay, they felt that I was chasing them for money, or felt that, I needed someone to provide for me, and now they're interested because they find out that I'm more successful than they thought. See, it's all about the trust. It's having to trust. I think this is something worth giving a chance. And I think somebody didn't really give someone a chance here because that sword was up, just really guarded. But there's some sort of change. I see a lot of financial growth. So someone's changing their opinion and their impression. And I do think it's other people's opinions, or maybe there's too many people involved. There may have been some gossip and talk. I mean, there could have been somebody here in that social circle who maybe was, somebody saying that this person's not interested, or they're after you for their money. So there was definitely something negative there. But this person's finding out otherwise. Yeah, see, it's about love and a bond and a connection. This person actually wants love. They are kind, compassionate, nurturing, and a caring person. And I do feel they have everything they need but love. They are a provider. It's not that they don't want to provide for someone. It's just they've been taken advantage of. This is someone who's been used. Yeah, so this is someone feeling sad. See, they feel a little bit ashamed for being so judgmental and not being fair. But it's definitely a whole change of perspective and opinion. I think this is somebody here who's definitely coming in humble. So, like I say, a couple of weeks from now, you might cross paths with this person. Okay, you might go, I see somebody planning a get-together. Something's coming up, so they may come up and talk to you here. But there's definitely been sadness where they kind of feel there's no hope. But I feel like there is, because I see a couple of weeks here. Yeah, I just said you're probably going to cross paths at some point. Somebody is doing something here. There's this, I did say that, planning, preparing, doing something here. But I think they're going to do something about this. And I do see some of you are kind of waiting for this situation. See, it's yet to come to fruition. But I do feel there's positive energy coming in. You could decide when it happens. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. I wonder if this is somebody who had just come apart from someone, or it had only been so long and they still weren't over it. I definitely get that sense too. But yeah, see, waiting. You're going to have a conversation. You're going to cross paths. There's going to be a face-to-face conversation. This isn't someone who's going to try to text you or anything. No. So I do see it is about connecting. I think you're going to cross paths at some point. And it says a couple of weeks. So I don't know. You may get an offer, an invitation. See, it's all about just actually taking the time, putting in the effort to get someone judge somebody without even spending the time to get to know them, because of what's happened. So I do see someone looking ahead. See, they're looking to see if you're single. They are definitely single. But they're planning something, I felt here. Yeah, see, it's all about apprehension, but moving forward. See, it's somebody very working. And I do see some of you, someone who feels they don't have enough money, and they're so determined to win, to make money, and leveling up, higher paid position for some of you. Little different energy, but this is preparing, pre-manifesting. I love that card because that's what it's all about. And I do think you're both very aware of this situation. Or somebody is becoming aware because other people's telling them something they didn't know, they now know. Yeah, so you got an Emperor here and they're coming in. You're going to have I feel something's going to happen here where you're going to cross paths. I mean, it could be someone trying to come up with an idea to reach out. Maybe you have certain skills, things this person could find handy. Maybe they'll offer you something, as an excuse or reason to talk face to face. Do you see two people checking each other out, looking in each other's faces here? Mirroring. See, both of you kind of, there's that energy of being able to trust. Going to tell you, someone who can look right into someone's eyes. This is somebody who kind of believes if someone can look them right in the face, then they feel more trusting. There's something about that face-to-face and coming together. It's going to happen. It's funny, Three of Wands, and it says 1 to 2 weeks. So it could be 3 weeks, but interesting. Yeah, so someone feeling the feelings here. They're all full of love here. Take care, and we'll see you soon.